So I've had this hanging around for ages. I was using it at one time as a bit of a sieve for the compost, but the holes were too big. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video to show you that even with a bit of rubbish like this, and maybe, yeah, maybe a bag off the compost. Here's a bag I prepared earlier. Got the bag, took it under there. Now this just really is to hopefully to inspire you to look at some of the rubbish and that's lying around your garden and think, do you know what, I could make something bonny out of that. Line it. Don't forget, you have to have a couple of holes in the bottom. So I've just pushed my thumb through now. So we've got the holes in. Get some compost in. Now this compost is a mixture of new stuff, old stuff. There's a bit of fish blood and bone in it. There's a few different things. But it's mostly the old stuff. I wouldn't plant seeds in this. Well, I probably would, to be honest. So all we've done is we filled it up with some compost. Get it a little bit wet before you start. Now the other week I bought some of these. They were all nearly dead. I got them for 2 trays full for £2, £2.50. So, cheap enough. I've also got a couple of wilty sunflowers and straggly nasturtiums. But if I stick your wilty sunflowers, my goodness me, I've neglected that. Stick the wilty sunflower in the back. Now sunflowers will grow massive unless their roots are constrained. Now inside here it's not going to grow that big, and I know this variety is quite a short growing one. So we pop in a couple of these along the side there as well. So we'll pop in 1 or 2 of these little babies. Now remember, you're not being too precious with this. You just want to get them in, because if I don't get these in today, they're just going to die. They're all starting to wilt again already. And all we're after doing is making something that will bring a bit of colour back into the garden. A couple of weeks' time. They're very bonny then, aren't they? There's a couple of begonias here. Now the purists might say, you can't plant plants like that. But you can. This really is just a quick few minutes special for you. I'm going to move that one to there. And then I've got an old salvia, I think. Yeah, I've got a salvia here. So all I'll do with that is take off some of this extra compost, pop it in there, bed it back in again, give it all a drink. Now you can see that took all of 5 minutes to do, if that. Now the other thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually plant into it, or sow into it, some radishes. Not to eat, but I'm going to just let them grow, because radishes, when they finish growing, when they go over and they go to seed, are the most beautiful flower. So there we go. Wilty wilty. You can tidy this all up with your scissors later. And I've still got enough of these bits of dead stuff to make another 1 or 2 of these later. I think we need something in that corner, don't we? What about one of these? Just to cover until that salvia gets up. Job done. What's this? Oh, this is one I prepared earlier. It's just to show you, just an old dish, a couple of plants stuck in. They'll grow fine. They don't need to be in expensive baskets. So here you can see the basket's in place. It's looking nice next to the other, what would you call them, Frankenstein plantings? But they are all looking particularly nice. And over here is the radish flowers I was telling you about. Now don't they look awesome? They're the purple ones, not the white ones. These are just a few more of my Frankenstein planters. You know, they're just old kitchen dishes, tubs, and let your beans grow wherever they grow. And if you want to have a look at that radish and pak choi we planted up the other day, there it is. You can see the radishes are through already. Pak choi just starting.